future, and I've got eyes pointed to me. This is my time to show what I believe.
A different time, same old play. We stop a man, meet face to face. Remember what your daddy said.
To a friendly hell, and I want you.
It's almost like listening to a family band, but not in like the classical sense of it. And I think we all we're extremely isolated, but we're simultaneously I think our individual parts really work together to create something that I think sounds very unique. And I don't know, it all really gels, and I don't think anybody has a solo. There aren't any solos or any spotlights. I don't think. I think it's just this whole collaborative effort on stage.
Yeah, me and Josh have been in band since sixth or seventh grade probably, and I did play in his middle school talent show whenever I didn't go to that middle school. That was pretty rock and roll. Talent shows were really inspirational for us for some reason.
It's like our only outlet, being from the suburbs and whatnot.
Yeah. So then that went on for a long time, and we were in a band in high school with Sam. Like he said, we asked him to join for another talent show, and then we started playing at local venues and local coffee shops and stuff like that. Then we played with some people, and that was just an acoustic show, no microphones or anything. It was actually really fun, and that was whenever we were called Ryan James McGill and Friends.
It was fun.
The mesh. It was the mesh between high school band to college band, and then that's whenever I was calling Josh, telling him to move to Austin, because I was like, we should start a new band here, and it'll be really cool. And then Sam eventually got here too. He decided to go to UT, so he came to Austin as well. So now we're finally back together at Little Low and playing music games. So it's
We played a show in Madrid, and there was this couple that came up to me after the show when I was selling the merchandise, and they spoke in pretty broken English, but the girl came up and said, "Your music, it sounds like breakfast." I was like, "Oh, thanks." "It sounds like breakfast in the afternoon." It's like, "Oh, okay, that's great. I love breakfast in the afternoon. I'm glad that it sounds like that."
Rob and I have known each other for a long time, since Rob was in high school and I was in college. I'm the dad here. We worked at a summer camp together, and both ended up in Austin and kind of became friends and started playing music together. Then we each had kind of some songs separately, and kind of were like, we should play these together. And then it just kind of happened, and started playing shows. And then
we really had no when we first started, I don't think that we really had any idea of what we wanted to do or where we wanted to go. We were just pretty content recording some little songs in our bedroom, but then it kind of grew.
Space Crazies. It's funky, bluesy, nasty deliciousness. It's kind of hard to just put one genre on it. If you like Jimi Hendrix, if you like any funk, if you like Black Keys, just rock and roll. Yeah, you got rock out.
Well, I've known Davis since I was about 13, and I went to high school with Jack. And started playing music with Jack.
Senior year.
Yeah, senior year.
We were in the same English class. We played in different bands, and the band he was playing in needed a bass player to play in their Battle of the Bands, so I learned their songs. And then that's when we started the other band together. And then that eventually led to us starting this band. And this guy came in because they knew each other.
How we write music and how it's composed. It's changed a lot as we've gone through the years. Like, and really every song is different. But how I would describe it usually is that someone kind of has an idea for a piece of music, and you work that out in your own head, or maybe it's just a really small idea and you take it to the group and you say, hey, how about this? What can we add here? Sometimes someone has an idea and you can lay out all the parts for everybody to play. Sometimes it's more collaborative. It really just depends on the piece of music. So, but it is pretty collaborative for sure.
Either Andrew will come with a song, and then we just kind of fine tune it all together. We all have different ideas for transitions and stuff, but a lot of times we'll just be sitting up here. Jack will slap a funky bass line, and we're like, let's make that a song.
We just jam.
The thing that I'm told the most about our band is that when we're playing together, we have a very strong chemistry, and whether it is anger or happiness, very family oriented to where just like in the end, like we're a group that has been really good friends, known each other for a really long time. We have a very strong bond between each other, which I think really comes out when we play together.
We're progressing really fast. I mean, the past month, we've gotten noticeably better in the chemistry, the way we play. I mean, we don't have to look at each other to cue each other anymore.
So songs come together really easily for us, other than, because we've all played in other bands, and it's really hard to write a song. But for us, I feel like it's just easy to just write a song.
Well, people have mentioned before, like when they like reviews of us or whatever, like the inner dialogue that we have when we're performing, and it is like we're kind of like doing our thing on stage, and like we look at each other and smile and just communicate kind of silently all the time. And yeah, like we're definitely connecting with the audience, but it's not like for that purpose. We're not here for putting on a show, we're here for hanging out with our friends and making music, and it's just like really neat connections that happen on stage that make the show kind of, I think, a little different.
We like what we play, and I think that's really
I mean,
important.
we try hard. We try to play with different people. We try to get new fans and stuff. Like, I guess we feel kind of worthless if a week goes by and we haven't played a show. So, but it's more so just for fun,
We all really dig the music we play.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
fun
we have a lot
writing
of fun.
songs
So
and going to play shows.
I mean, even if there's no one at the show, we're still gonna rock out.
It's just it's work in a way, and it's the work that you want to be doing, and it's fun, entertaining, good quality work. But it can get boring. I mean, you wake up, you drive however long, you get to some venue that's usually really dirty, and you sit around and wait, and then you do your sound check, you sit around and wait again. Everybody's frantically like trying to connect to the internet, and then you play your show, and then you load up, and it's so repetitive that sometimes it's hard to. From the outside, it could seem like, well, what's really that fun about that? But I mean, the fun is in just playing the music, and I don't know. I think we have a good time.
We've played 2 pretty empty shows, but our friends usually come out.
We
have a lot of friends.
We have loyal friends, but we're not masters of self-promotion.
Yeah, and we've had to. If you're playing on a weeknight, especially this winter was so damn cold, people did not want to leave.
Hey, do you want to leave your house, pay $8, and come see us?
Yeah. And it can be kind of disappointing, but it's still a lot of fun. You kind of treat it like a practice.
Exactly, it's like a practice.
We can do whatever we want.
Every band has to do it, I guess.
There was that one tour where all we did, like, we would play, we'd have like a couple drinks afterwards, we'd take a bottle of wine, we'd go back to the hotel room, we're all like piling in these 2 beds watching Freaks and Geeks and like Tim and Eric and like drinking a couple glasses of wine and then going to bed, and that was kind of it. So I guess like we're not like rock and roll in that way.
Well, we just wait till Aisha's fast asleep so she doesn't have to see all the craziness.
Yeah, you have no clue.
That's true.
We try and protect her from the real insanity.
I mean, like, I've only known you guys for like a year, and it's just like, I don't know, something like perfect happened. We're all, I think we're just a general, like, just bond over like music. It's just like, that's the one thing that we have in common, and it's like enough to, like, cause when I'm playing music, like, I've never been like happier.
Right now,
it's worth it.
It's an expensive hobby, though. I mean, it kind of sucks. Especially you see people play. I want that. I want that. Oh, $500.
Yeah, I mean, this jam space costs $350, and then when we split it all up between us, it's like $50 for each of us, which, that's, it's like a cost benefit thing. Like, we're each willing to spend $50 out of the money we have per month, and like not go out buying drinks and food to be able to come play music.
Yeah, that never
stuff.
happens.
It's true, though. This building as a whole is a dump.
And the housekeeper just never comes. She's supposed to come twice a week.
It's also
That's why we pay her.
The cheapest rehearsal space in town, so,
that was the attraction.
We're paying for what we get.
At least what Mike and I do is really thinking about where money is going to come from, how much it costs to get everybody to the places that they need to get to. And honestly, like, sometimes I think back to what we've done over the past year, look at the tax return, and you kind of see, like, how much money came through or whatever, and it's kind of like, I have no clue where it came from. Like how much it really does cost to make something, even as small scale as this. Like, we're just a small band, we rent a van and drive around, but like getting to Europe, that's a big expense.
It's worth it.
It's definitely worth it.
Especially
because
drummers,
it's
can't play.
This place is not it's not great by any stretch.
It's home,
but a lot of people.
But yeah, exactly.
I really
like
this place.
the place that we have and the place that we know we can come to and create music. Like, I'm
made some
fine
good
with that.
friends around here, too.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't make any money. I don't really honestly see how we could ever be profitable with how expensive it is to just think about being in a band as a job and rent and money, rent and food, as compared to like when we play our big show nights. Like, the most we've ever gotten paid in a night is $200, which is awesome, and it's like great for spending it on things like gas money. If we were gonna play an out of town show, that's really convenient. That works, but anything to like be dependent on the money that comes from a band, I don't see how that could ever actually happen.
Well, we get paid some.
I think we made $20. You so hard.
We get paid sometimes.
We've gotten paid $23 each.
It also kind of depends. Well, it depends where you're playing, what kind of music you're playing. Like, I play with this girl who plays pop music, and we usually make money every show we play. But we're like we do. But we're like a blues rock and roll band, and we play at Headhunters all the time, and they don't pay. Well, they paid us for the first time, like, last weekend, I think.
Yeah,
we're not
the
doing
thing about Austin is
you have
that
to pay your dues.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
Austin, everybody that well, I don't want to say it. No, I'm gonna say it. Every asshole has a guitar, and every asshole with a guitar has a band. But like,
It's really hard to make money unless you're getting at least 300 to 500 people to come to your show like every night. It's just really, really hard to just cover your expenses. So, I don't know. I mean, we do it, and nobody here is paid anywhere close to what they should be for the amount of time and energy that they put into it. But like, hopefully, the idea is that we just keep going, and we put together all these different kinds of things, and one day it'll just keep getting better and better. I hope.
Once we started getting good, at least for me, I remember I went up to him and was like, it's kind of taking a second to this band now, because part of me wants to just drop out entirely and put all your effort into that, but probably not the wisest choice.
No, yeah, we're all gonna finish school.
But it's tough.
I think, yeah, it is hard, especially because I know me and him both have internships like all day long, and have girlfriends, and we have school all day, and we have homework. So sometimes it's hard.
I do stuff too.
So sometimes it's hard to have band practice.
So I'm the only one without a bachelor's here, and I started playing with Balmorhea while I was still a student, and then we got this opportunity to go on a tour in Europe, but it was during right in the middle of the school year. It was like 5 weeks. It was a huge tour, and there was really no way that I could do both. I tried finding professors that would be like sympathetic to my situation and let me do don't know, makeup work or something but I couldn't find anybody. I'd go to them and they'd be like, "Oh wow, that sounds great, congratulations." But no, you can't. You're gonna have to withdraw. It's like, oh well, okay. So I did.
I had to give up. I think a lot, just like more like free time stuff. I'm like always working now. Like whether it's like to keep where I was at school and have this thing going. Like before I had like free time and stuff. But yeah, I'm always working and stuff. And maybe like that's why I'm getting sick more now.
Yeah.
It's like I don't sleep much anymore. But it means so much that it's just worth it.
And I work in a restaurant, and in the winters it's kind of slow anyway, so people want to pick up those shifts. And then just hopefully make enough while touring to keep paying off the student loans and rent and all that stuff, which is due anyway, whether I'm there or not. And just kind of keep like 3 dozen eggs in the air and try and keep an eye on them before they splatter all over your head.
Yeah, there hasn't been any like real like financial toll other than I guess gas money, but I think this outweighs anything that I could have in my schedule. If there's like, I guess whatever's planned is prone to be dropped if anything of or relating to the band comes up.
We believe in our product. Like I think
Exactly,
our music is
yeah.
damn good. I think it has a lot to offer everyone, especially people that. There's a lot of people like me that are listening to old CDs because the radio sucks and you do not know what's going on in the world. You just want to listen to some rock and roll.
There's so
and we do it well.
The band is we do it because we like playing together, and we think that there's potential. But I don't think that anybody here feels like or I hope that nobody here feels like they're locked into something. Yeah, like as soon as it's not the right deal for anybody, then it's like.
Me personally, I played music since I started playing drums I think 11 or 12 years old, and I played so much, and then my senior year of high school and going into college I kind of stopped playing. I kind of got out of music, started not liking the way I played, and when we started this band, just kind of fell in love with music again, and I mean ultimately I'm down to take this as far as we can make it go, but right now we're just having some fun.
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess there's always that like underlying like dream to succeed and go on world tours, and I don't know if like playing a stadium is ever an option, but like the idea of being successful with it. But even if there's no monetary profit for me personally, when I'm on stage is the only time I can ever like really tear down walls that I have up between me and people that are inevitable, and when I'm playing music is the only time that I get to totally tear them down and just like be me on stage, if it's only for 45 minutes. But like that's reward or profit enough for me.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.